White Wagtail, January 31st, 2024, Costa Mesa, California. Just got back from the field. If one goes to the California Birds Record Committee website and queries them about white wagtails records in Orange County, California, you will see 4 of them. With this one that we have now in the county, there should be 5 once it's accepted by the Records Committee. However, if you look closely, you'll see that the bird that was in Doheny in 1996 spent quite an amount of time there, and I got to know it really well because I tracked its behavior patterns. Came back the next fall, but it was only there for about a week, and I think that it probably was gotten by a peregrine. This is my favorite picture from the 1996 white wagtail. Actually, it was called a black-backed wagtail, but now it's a single species, white wagtail. So this present bird, the 2024 bird, was found by Giselle Schoen on January 28, 2024. The pictures I'm going to show you, my photos, were taken along the Santa Ana River. They're from about 2 o'clock to about 2:30 p.m. today, the 31st. The site was between Adams Avenue to Gisler Avenue. I entered the river trail at Gisler and walked south. And as you know, at least the people who are looking at this maybe today, there's a major storm, series of storms coming, which will completely change what this flood control channel will look like in a day or two. So here is the end of Gisler. The residential neighborhood is where those palm trees are in the background. You go over a wooden bridge over a small control channel, flood control channel. And then I had not been there before, so I hesitated here. It looked like there was a trail, but it said no trespassing on the left side, or this bike trail that seems to go up to who knows where. So I took the trail to the right, and that's the correct trail. You're not supposed to go to the left. And then another thing was that as you go along this trail, it's all fenced in. And the fences are going to be a problem for me in terms of photography. If you keep going downstream here, eventually those power poles on the left disappear, and where the wagtail was this afternoon was actually in a habitat very much like what you see here to the right. This was taken today, by the way. There is, if you keep going a little bit farther, temporary puddles where there was lots of peep. But where the wagtail was actually upstream about 100 feet south of where those telephone poles on the left make a left turn. Hope that's understandable. So looking at through the fence, I had given up, and some of the other birders had as well. I was walking away, and a new individual, I didn't get his name, came up and started looking, and lo and behold, he found the wagtail. And here it is, still picture, with an American pipit. And I took a lot of pictures. Most of them didn't work out, given the problems of that fence. But here's one that's just a characteristic picture to me of a wagtail in motion, or, a frozen motion. And going through the JPEGs, I got a flight picture, which I was really very surprised about. You can see, by the way, that there's a puddle of water here against the western wall of the flood control channel. But the most of the habitat was where the water ran down the center. It wasn't farther south where the peep were. Now, I tried to take a number of videos, but it was really difficult to keep the camera pressed against the chain link fence. and I was basically hand holding it on a monopod. The other birders are really much taller than I was, and they were taking pictures with their cameras over the fence. I was taking pictures through the fence. So this is the going to be a video. I hope there's not going to be too much motion sickness here, and I did a lot of trimming, so the best part is shown. And it was very windy. I'll give you a little bit of wind background there. I thought I had muted it. So dress warmly if there's wind in that area. So I hope you enjoyed that little field trip to see the white wagtail today. I hope that after the storm leaves, that it will reestablish its behavior patterns and will stick around like the Doheny state beach bird did as well. This has been another of my JDW talks. I have YouTube talks on genealogy topics, on natural history topics, including, this is unusual for me to have two talks in a row. The ancient murrelet at the Dana Point Harbor, that was yesterday, and novelty zithers. So get out and bird, but be careful during this storm, drive safely, and have fun.